Well, 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 we finally meet. Who sent you? You keep saying this Harbor Freight. There's no such thing. They can't possibly create something at a $12.99 price tag that actually works. I'll make you talk. I've got ways. So what I hold here in my hands is a $12.99 grinder, Harbor Freight. It is 4.3 amps. It's a 4.5 inch angle grinder. And on the box it says light duty. What is light duty? Isn't that person to person, tomato tomato? Is it worth the $12.99, or did I just pay $13 to throw this stupid thing in the scrap bin? Kobe! Jesus Christ. Well, today we're gonna find out, so stick around. Here we go, boys. All right, let's do a real quick quality run over. Yep, cheap. In here, almost feels like a small rubber coating on it. Very clunky slide switch, and very poor paint job, but that doesn't matter. This is cast. It's brushed. There's your cooling vents. And another thing that is horrible, the wheels don't fit the freaking guard right off the bat. What the heck? Yeah, it's a grinder. All right, so first test, we're gonna be cutting some bolts. Pretty common day-to-day thing, you know, you need a cheap grinder, you need to cut some bolts. So we're gonna go ahead and start with a 1/4 inch bolt with the Warrior branded cutoff wheel. Specs on that. Let's just see what she's got. Not terrible, not impressive. Now we have the 5/16 bolt. Okay, doing all right. Still not impressive by any means. All right, 3/8 bolt. Starting to struggle. Now we have a 7/16. That's hot. Here we go. You're a moron. Okay. As you can see, that's why I hate flip switches like that. Biggest bolt we got, 9/16. Not too warm yet, but let's see what we got here. All right. First set done. Wasn't terrible for a $13 grinder. All the way from 1/4 inch to a 9/16. Started to get some stutter here, and I'm blaming that on the cheap wheel. It's definitely not me. It's never not me. Now let's go ahead and get a quick temperature reading of the grinder itself. When we started this, it was at 41 degrees Fahrenheit. 74.1. So not a drastic increase, still cool-ish to the touch. Nothing else feels too warm. The body doesn't feel bad, just the head's got a little bit of warmth to it. Next test, we're going to see how hard we can push down to get some grinding done. Now, there comes a time where you just have to admit, you measured it wrong. So, will it take off a boo-boo? Let's find out. All right, y'all, we're gonna do a pressure test on the Warrior 4.5 inch, 4.3 amp. And I'm gonna grind it a little bit, and then I'm gonna put some pressure to it and see if we can't stall it. God. Woo, by God, we let out a little bit of the magic smoke a little early. All I've done is cut some bolts and push hard, I guess. I don't know, I'm not that strong. That stinks. I think we burnt some brushes. Oh, it gave me a headache. All right. Yeah, it doesn't pass that test. I mean, it's not meant for heavy duty work, but don't push it too hard. You will get the smoke. You don't want the smoke. Let's drop it. So we're gonna drop it. Now, about 5 foot. That's okay though, these are cheap. Adios. Did you survive? Are you okay, little guy? Oh my goodness. No apparent damage. Oops, Butterfingers. Uh-oh. I think we broke it. Oh, nope, it's unplugged. Does it still work? Well, we got a ripper. Whoops.
Fine. They're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
It's not doing anything. Maybe because it's so simple, it can't really hurt. Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. Maybe we did screw it up. I don't know if you can see that in the video or not. I don't know if it was like that when I bought it, but it's definitely, shaft is bent. Don't drop it. Like that, don't do that. All right. Hey, it fixed itself. No, it didn't, made it worse. Okay, so. All right, so I put it through some extremely basic test. Y'all are dirty. I'll get that off there for you. Uh-oh, I made it worse. All right, put it through some extremely basic test. Not good. It's not bad. Just don't do what I did. Don't put any force on it. You know, don't stand on it. I just barely, I shouldn't be able to stall out a grinder. But for $13, it'll do stuff around the house, you know. Drop test did good. I mean, I dropped it about 5 foot, about 3-4 times. Didn't hurt it. It bent the shaft, but it's still grinds.
Yeah, you're right. It's probably okay.
As far as that damage goes, we have a little bit of shape. That's all, folks. A little bit of grindage here. Like I said, I think we bent the shaft. Maybe just a wheel. I don't know. It looks like the shaft's bent a little bit. Didn't break anything. No, I kind of expected this to break because it is cast. Didn't break, but we'll probably drop it again. I wouldn't get used to it, little buddy. This isn't your throne for long. I may have forgotten to unplug it on that one. That really hurt my foot. Listen, Chief. Don't beat yourself up too bad, but I need you to be better out there. You're making me look like a fool. You know how many people don't watch these videos? It's your fault we're in this situation. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed that you let the smoke out on camera. We talked about this. Now get out there and make me proud. All right, y'all. I think it's time we see this grinder out. All right, everyone. I've thrown it. I've yelled at it. I cracked the case. I don't know if you can see that right there. Kind of obvious. Still works though. So what we're gonna do, before we let the smoke out completely, I'm gonna see how many bolts we can grind down to the head, like gone, before it lets the smoke out.
I can't do this anymore, man.
It's time for you to go to sleep, little one. It's been good knowing you. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to give up. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not mad at you. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, little guy. You did your fought your best. You fought your best. Oh God. All right. Hot. I think we killed it. I think we cooked it. Everything in me just wants to turn it back on. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna turn the fan on though. It still works. Oh, is that it? Are you done entirely? Whoop, 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 whoop. Woo! Got fire. Woo! Alrighty then, that did not last long. Was I a little hard on it? Yeah, absolutely. It's called a torture test. Not supposed to baby it. I babied it in the beginning. What we accomplished with this grinder before it said bye-bye, we have managed to cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decent sized bolts. And it did that without issue. It did not get hot. I'm gonna talk it up a little bit. It did not get hot. It wasn't hot to the touch. The cutting disc could be a little better. Grinder itself performed fantastic in that. If you're just cutting small things around the house, you're just a homeowner, this is your grinder. Second thing we accomplished, we ground a little bit of metal. Not much. What happened is, to get material removal, I had to put some force down because it just doesn't have, speed isn't everything, especially with a grinder. Sometimes you need to put down some torque. When I was putting down torque, I know it's a DeWalt, but my DeWalt wouldn't have had any issue with it. But this is a 4 amp grinder. I understand it's not meant for that. I pushed it to its limits. We found them real quick. So if you have $13 in your pocket and you just got to have an angle grinder, could you save up a little bit? Just buy the Warrior. No, not the Warrior. This smoke is getting me. Could you save up a little bit and just get the Bauer? No, God. Straight in front of you. Get the Hercules or something else. Maybe in the grinder department, get you something like a Hercules. I'm cooked. Maybe in the grinder department, save up a little more than $13. But if you're in a quick spot like, oh man, I got to cut this bolt off my truck, I don't know, whatever you're doing, yeah, $13 versus going to have someone else cut it off. Yeah, okay, it'll do that. Absolutely, it'll do what the box says it does. It's a 4 amp grinder. It's a step above sandpaper, guys. It did okay, and I'm not the weakest guy. I'm pretty strong. I was putting some force down to stall it out like that, and even after it stalled out, what I think happened was it got the cord after all the throws, maybe, I don't know. The cord in the back had disconnected internally, and it was sparking and it melted off. It still wanted to run until that last part, which started flickering all my lights. So we're gonna stop there. I don't need that. A lot of money. But yeah, I don't feel so good. That smoke is getting to me. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave down more recommendations in the comments and I'll try to do them. I'm not made of money, but I wanted to see what it had too. So there you guys go. Now you know. That was the Warrior 4.3 amp, 4.5 inch angle grinder at Harbor Freight. My name's Will. You've been watching Arnett's Heyday. Thanks for sticking around, guys. Have a fantastic night. Hey, you're up next, rookie. Don't let me down.